Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Chef Vic Cuisine. Today we're making a coconut basted red snapper. Now this is a Dominican-inspired recipe that you want to pull out whenever you want to impress your dinner guests. This is for those moments where you want to go outside the norm of your normal fish dishes. So let's get started. Alright, so diving right into this recipe, let's start out with the prep for the vegetables. Here we're going to need one large red bell pepper that we want to thinly slice. I like removing the top and the bottom of the pepper first, and then remove the inner core of the pepper, and then using a sharp knife, create long, thin slices out of the red bell pepper. You want to aim for as even pieces as possible. This allows them to cook more evenly. We're also going to need half of a red onion that we want to thinly slice as well. And for some added flavor, we want to take one large garlic clove and mince that into small pieces. And now for the star of our dish, we want to have 2 pounds worth of red snapper fillets, and that's going to be approximately 3 to 4 fillets depending on their size. We want to season each fillet on both sides with a thin layer of salt and black pepper, pressing that seasoning into the fish. We also want to add the juice of 1 lime to each fillet, as well as a 1/4 teaspoon of oregano on each side of the fillet. So in total, a 1/2 teaspoon for this portion of the recipe. And once your fillets have been seasoned, you want to set them aside for now. In a large skillet set over medium-high heat, or 375 degrees Fahrenheit, or 190 degrees Celsius, we want to add in 13.5 ounces worth of coconut milk that's canned and unsweetened, our sliced red bell pepper, as well as our sliced onions, the minced garlic, as well as 1/2 cup of tomato sauce, stirring them together until they're well combined. Now we want to add in 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric, and a thin sprinkling of salt as well as black pepper to the pan. Bring this mix to a soft boil, and then once it's reaching that point, you want to reduce the heat to low and allow the pot to simmer for about 10 minutes, or until the sauce is thickened, stirring it ever so often. At this stage, you want to add in the fish to the skillet in a single layer. Allow the skillet to continue to simmer as it cooks the fish through, which should take about 10 minutes, making sure to spoon on the sauce on top of the fish intermittently. Try not to move the fillets too much, as they can be tender and fall apart. After that initial 10 minutes, we want to carefully flip the fillets in the sauce and cook for 5 more minutes at medium-low heat, or 249 degrees Fahrenheit or 120 degrees Celsius. Gently flip the fillets again, and at this stage, you can carefully transfer them to a serving plate with some of the sauce. Garnish it with some chopped cilantro, and this is ready to be served and enjoyed. And just like that, you've made my coconut basted red snapper. This is truly an amazing tasting dish. It's great for lunch or dinner. It pairs greatly with a serving of rice or fried plantains. Just me rewatching this video makes me hungry and I want to make it again. But when you do try this at home, make sure to tag me at Chef Vic Cuisine or hashtag Chef Vic Cuisine so I can see your great takes on this dish. As always, this recipe and many more can be found in my cookbook, Chef Vic Cuisine Volume 4, Enhancing Your Inner Chef. And that's available on Amazon, and I'll be sure to leave a link to that in my description box. Feel free to click the pop-up on your screen for more information on that as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this coconut-basted red snapper recipe, and if you did, make sure you smash that like button for me. It's one of the best ways to help the channel out. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button too to see more recipes just like this one. And sharing is caring, so if you enjoyed this recipe and think someone else will too, feel free to share this with all your family and friends. And stay tuned for next week where I show you how to make pierogies, a savory dumpling style dish. Well, thank you all again so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and tried it at home. You can always check out more recipes on my page now. YouTube thinks you'll like these videos, so let's see if they're right. And I'll catch you next time on another episode of Chef Vic Cuisine. And until then, peace.